Well, they were showing yesterday the footage of them last winning a playoff game, the Bills winning a playoff game, and it was him shaking Shula's hand. So I was like, oh, the old school star jacket. And meanwhile, I got this swaggering Ariel Helwani in my mentions yesterday.
Oh my goodness, that was so funny. So funny. Look, he didn't even look. He wasn't just a one-worder.
Just goes, hey.
Hey.
All of a sudden, Helwani's got to.
Somebody's looking to see if there's any cheese out. Any cheese? Did you leave me some snacks?
Can I say his team's throwing up a 50 burger?
Wait, but you knew it was coming, right?
I had no idea. I was like, I didn't know Helwani was going to come out of the woodwork like a.
Come on.
I knew that he was probably swaggering, but I didn't know that he was going to come and mock me.
Do you realize the trash that you talked to him? Right? Do you realize? Oh, wait till we play the Bills the last week of the season.
Even you thought, like, you had to think when the Bills got off to this start, like, come on, bro, Bills. You know that they're going to do their thing.
Oh, no. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because we've seen this movie before. 6-1, 5-0. And then they end up 8-8. They are good.
They're good.
They're good. Their quarterback is amazing because now he hardly runs.
Yep.
And so for everybody to remember what he was the last couple of years, doing exactly what Tua did, throwing little short passes, but his only difference is he could run.
Oh, he could run.
Right? That we all just overlooked that. And they said, no, he's our guy. He's going to grow. He's going to get better. He's going to keep expanding his game. And he did.
Yep.
And so if anything you should take from what you saw yesterday out of Josh Allen, who played a lot of minutes, because I guess the Eatons was good.
Yeah, it was
right? To get that right. He only needed 40 yards.
It was too easy.
Right, he only needed what? He needed like 80 yards or is it 40 yards?
He needed 40 to get the record.
He needed 40 to get the record. So when he got the record, I thought, oh, they're going to take him out. Nope. He could very well, if it wasn't for what Aaron Rodgers is doing, which is go take a look at those numbers, I would say he has a chance of winning the MVP. And I'm still not saying he won't win it. But I think Aaron Rodgers will probably get it.
He's definitely a candidate for sure.
Right.
I mean, like it's a tough cookie because you got him and you got Mahomes, and it's like it's always a tough top of the competition up there for him. But honestly, Derrick Henry should be in there too because that guy's amazing.
And there is no player carrying the team because I would say this. That business picked up for Josh Allen when they got Diggs.
Yep, no doubt.
Okay.
Look at this. I mean, this leap last year is crazy. Like
Derrick Henry has been Derrick Henry regardless of who else you got on that team.
Last year, Josh Allen threw for 3,100 yards, 20 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. This year, and had just under 60% completion percentage. This year, 70% completion percentage, 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions,
right? And
lowest rushing numbers of his career. But he still had 8 rushing touchdowns. So.
And how just think of that. How often does that happen? Let's be clear. How often does it happen that a quarterback comes into the league and is mostly a runner, right? And then all of a sudden stops running and just becomes an elite passer.
Ken Dorsey.
He never was.
I'm saying he's the doctor behind the all.
Yeah, he's the surgeon.
But we're hope you want to see that with Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
But do you get the feeling if he can't run that his game is going to suffer?
They had 400 yards rushing yesterday. The Ravens did.
Right. Is there anybody else who RG3?
Well,
I mean, I felt like with RG3, like
Michael Vick,
like this guy, like you wouldn't categorize what he did his rookie year as good. You know, I mean, when he was a rookie, he barely had 50% completion percentage.
Again,
crazy.
What you're doing is you're telling me that maybe we ought to just back off the Tua thing for a second.
Yeah, or go get him all the weapons in this draft. I don't want any big uglies in this draft. I want weapons, Leroy.
Right. Hey,
I want
I'm telling you
draft.
What, if we do the draft show and they say from Oregon, I am
mad.
I'm folding I'm closing my computer and I'm off Zoom.
You're gonna do this, Joe Rose?
Off Zoom.
Yeah, if we have to ask questions to Sewell, I'm out, son. I'm
telling you. I'm telling you.
Running back, wide receiver. Let's go.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Sewell is the best long-term option. Really?
F that, dude.
Here, let me explain something to you. You look at this Dolphins team right now. Who is going to give you more opportunities to win? A running back and a wide receiver. If you draft a lineman as the third pick, right? I'm closing my computer and I'm going to bed.
Yep.
They're going to go, where's Leroy?
Yeah, he left.
Yep.
No, he left. Sorry. Generational tackle.
Ask a question.
Hell out of here.
Ask a question to an Oregon guy. He know about as much about Miami as no one. Hey, what you feel like coming to Miami?
Well, you could theoretically. It is possible. Tua can't function without his Alabama weapons.
No, let me explain something to you. You only need at wide receiver. Okay, I'm good. I am good with Devontae Parker, and these tight ends can work the middle of the field. They really can. I'm very impressed with these tight ends.
Yeah. Well,
you need somebody on the other side that can run faster than 4.6.
Well, look,
and not drop the ball.
At 3, you could take Devontae Smith. At 18, you could take Jalen Waddle. And at 36, you could take Najee Harris.
The question.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying I would do that.
No. But would it be a reach to take a wide receiver at the third pick, even though he's about to win the Heisman?
I mean, that's the first time since Desmond Howard.
I don't think it is. I don't think it's a reach if your plan is to give him all the weapons.
Okay.
And all you did last year, and you have another pick. I don't think it's a reach.
Even if you could move down, get another pick, and still get him.
I suppose if you could. I mean, like maybe, but like I wouldn't F with it too much. No, I would just get the guy who I want.
You're also the same guy that would have traded all your picks to get
Can you
Tua.
imagine we did that?
Ah, yeah, those were good times, dude. How good was it? That was such a great day when they drafted him. What a day!
I
still won't forget it. That was one of the best
forget.
feelings.
Well,
yeah, your face
you
showed
spilled
it.
the beans.
Sorry.
He went straight Tony Romo. The Dolphins said, "Ooh!" I said, "I know." Nobody else knew on that Zoom call. I knew what was up.
Yeah. Well, Chan Gailey failed him.
No, he didn't.
Failed him.
You know who failed Tua?
Tua.
No. You know what? I'm not going to sit here for 7 years, people making excuses for Tannehill, and I don't get to do an excuse here for Tua. I'm cranking up the excuse machine. I don't care. I'll do it.
I mean, you don't have to.
I can't wait for Wednesday.
Yeah, look, here, what are you apologizing for? Tua looked like a rookie quarterback. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Just wish it wasn't a year where the guy who's drafted after him was.
No, you just wish it was
passer.
a year. You just wish it wasn't a year where your team was 10-6 and could go to the playoffs. Tua was being a rookie quarterback. Like, look, Tua played in a unique situation, unlike any other quarterback that got drafted in his draft. And that is this way. Everything he did had consequences. Okay? Joe Burrow had no consequences. They weren't that good. when you look at Herbert, he had no consequences. When he came in, as soon as he showed a little bit, he wasn't losing that job. So they didn't care about winning or losing. And he had weapons.
They stabbed him. They stabbed him. They stabbed his like would have been better off if it would have been Fitzpatrick, if he would have had like a punctured lung like old Tyrod Taylor, so there was no option.
But Tua, everything he did had ramifications on the football field because the team was winning and you needed everything that he did. Now they got some breaks because a couple of games when he threw for barely 100 yards, they won, which looks like a rookie quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like Tua's not, his play has not been an exception to rookie quarterback play. It's basically been pretty, on pace for what other rookie quarterbacks have done.
Nah, he ended the year with an old Bortles and a 361 to end the year.
And he threw it, 60 times?
Nearly.
Yep. He threw it 60 times, had 3 picks. Think about this. If you took, would you say how many passes did he throw for the year?
His attempts?
Yeah.
290.
290. He ended up with 6 picks.
5
picks.
11 and 5 this year.
5 picks. How many times did he throw it? You said
290.
290. So what is that? 30, 40. A pick every 40. No, 290. Every 40. Every 50.
He's also not throwing the ball.
50. Every 60. A pick every 60 passes.
It's hard to throw a pick when you're throwing screen passes.
Again, going into the season, the coaching staff probably said, let's set him up for stuff that gets the ball out of his hands. I mean, that's what it looked like. But here's what I would like to add to this. If the Dolphins were 100%, everybody was ready to go, and Tua was 20 for 25 for 280 yards and 2 touchdowns. You think they win that game yesterday? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no, not because of what the Dolphins are, not because of what Tua is, but because how good Buffalo was.
I don't disagree with that. Buffalo's good.
So we're sitting here making all these comments about Tua. Give Buffalo their just due. They are good.
They are good, and that's why it's not equivalent to the Dolphins a few years ago losing to Thad Lewis, because it's Thad Lewis, and this team looks like one of the best teams in the AFC. And I don't care that they only played a half of football, because in that half of football, they clobbered you over the head.
Right. The only team that is better than them was last year's Super Bowl champs.
Says Texter writes, no rookie quarterbacks can have bad stats but show flashes like Jalen Hurts. He shows calmness, great accuracy on certain throws. Tua has 0 good sides. I wouldn't agree with that.
No, that's not true.
I would say that
there's been a couple of games where he seemed to be accurate, but I would say this. Even when he had games where he was successful, none of the passes really went down the field, except maybe a couple of times. That has to change. If there's been a complaint about that position for the last 5 or 6 years, it has been the fact that nobody throws the ball down the field. And the guy who did it the best, you got rid of. And that was Ryan Tannehill, who threw a pretty good deep ball.
Who do you throw the ball down the field to on this team? Who?
Right.
Devontae Parker's not a burner.
I'm with you there. The other thing is that you also have to keep in mind that Tua is going through the one thing that every quarterback will tell you is the hardest thing to learn in the NFL. And that is what is open. Okay? What is open? What is considered open? because yesterday probably showed Tua a lot in that those balls that he was chucking down the field that ended up getting caught, that's open to Devontae.
Yeah, but then there were also balls that he thought were open and they got tipped and then picked off.
Well, those were to the middle of the field.
Let me ask you this: Do you think do you think Chris Greer will pop in the tape on any quarterbacks? Just in his office.
I think you're always going to evaluate. But as far as you thinking, I need to draft another quarterback in the first round, no.
I mean, they have to at least pretend like they're going to. If they want somebody to trade up.
No. If they want somebody to trade up, yes. But do I think they're thinking, no, this is not going to work? No. He's a rookie quarterback.
I hope.
Man, I don't understand. You've seen rookie quarterbacks struggle at points during their season. But yet, for some reason, with this quarterback or on this team or with this fan base, you want to go get another quarterback.
It's a weird thing that he's gone from a guy who was so beloved being drafted. Everybody was so happy to get him to everybody being so upset. And I think it goes twofold. I think it goes, one, it's very odd to have a season where you go 10-6 and don't make the playoffs. So I think that has a bitter taste in a lot of people's mouth. I think it's the last time that you saw Ryan Fitzpatrick that he had a miracle ending, and I think it does. And I know that I know you don't like this, Leroy, but it's impossible not to have the factor of Justin Herbert doing what he did this year as a rookie, which is more of the anomaly than what Tua went through, and think that we really blew this and we pulled the Dolphins.
What was Herbert's final numbers?
Oh, dude. It was so good. Let me get it up for you. All right. In 15 games, so mind you, he didn't play the first game. He threw for 4,300 yards, 31 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 67% completion percentage.
Ooh.
Averaged 7.3 yards per pass.
That's pretty good.
It's good.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
So let's say like he would that's 15 games. Didn't play the first game. So if he would have played that one game, let's just give him the benefit of the doubt, he would have been a top 4,500.
Right.
Yeah. He
so Ken, here. Now, when the draft was going on, if the Dolphins were to take Justin Herbert, this town would have boycotted Dolphins football. Correct?
They got the guy.
No.
Correct.
Well, Leroy, you know what
they would have, because most fans who never saw Herbert play, which is part of the problem, did not want Justin Herbert.
No, the whole campaign was tank for Tua. But
that's why I say this: you tank for a situation, not a player.
But this is the thing that's the thing that is lost upon that is the big question with Tua. It wasn't talent. It's not like people thought that.
Okay.
It's not like the people thought that.
Okay, but now what are the questions?
It's talent. But the question with Tua, the Tua question was a durability question, was it not?
My thing is, if you're drafting in the top 5, if you have any questions, then you take the guy you have the fewer questions about. That's it.
But if their big question was durability and not talent, then
durability. The first, if you are not able to play.
But that was the biggest question, was it not?
You're accurate. Here's what we knew of these two quarterbacks. Everybody loved Tua because he won on the biggest stage.
Yep.
You saw it, and more importantly, you saw him every week because we're on the East Coast.
Yep.
Okay? But before the season even started, what everybody said about Justin Herbert was this. He is going to win the combine. He is going to win at all of the pro days. He is the prototypical quarterback.
Yeah, but in fairness, he didn't have to go up against anybody in the combines because Tua and Herbert and Burrow didn't go to the combine.
Sure, correct. But they said he is going to wow everybody when he tests.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That was it. Now, he wowed a lot of people, but he didn't wow anybody in Miami because guess what? Everybody wanted Tua for the last year and a half.
Yes.
And there was nothing that was going to get you off of that. So now that we are where we are, you should be the fan base that gives Tua the opportunity to grow. Because that's who you wanted so bad.
You're adorable.
Well, okay, but is that not an accurate assessment?
You're asking fans to be reasonable?
I guess. What
are you doing?
Idiot. I know I'm an idiot, but geez, I'm fighting a good fight.
Leroy, you know what they say? If you listen to the
I don't know what they say, Robbie, and I don't want to know because you said it.
If you listen to the fans, you'll be amongst them.
Somebody said, what hurts most is our former doo-doo GM is on record saying to pick Herbert.
And now he's on record. Now he's like trying to fluff up the rumors. He goes, I'm telling you, the Dolphins are going to consider Justin Fields. Oh, you mother bleeper, Tannenbaum. You mother bleeper.
Uh-oh. We got some more shrapnel. Jaguars part ways with Coach Doug Marrone.
Black Monday.
You know what that means.
Herbs going back to Duval.
He kind of has that cool coach feel, doesn't he?
Ugh, I hate him.
Why?
He's so
Slimy.
Slimy. Yeah.
You don't have to
slimy.
but you don't have to be slimy. You can buy the players in the NFL.
I don't like Urban Meyer.
Really? But the fact of the matter is you can say what you want about being slimy or whatever. I mean, keep in mind, there's a coach in Seattle that had a whole bunch of stuff down at USC. So now let's not just everybody love Pete Carroll.
Now he's the cool guy.
Pete Carroll all of a sudden got a headache and left college. So let's not. But the fact that you get to the NFL and you don't have to play those games, you don't have to recruit. You don't have. All you can do is coach. That allows some of these coaches to shine even more.
Texter writes in, the fact that you guys think Herbert has those stats here means you guys have no clue what you're watching. I mean, like, bro, listen, it is what it is. Like, you can think he's going to have the stats or not, but the fact that he's a top 5 passer as a rookie is crazy.
Look, I will say this, and I've said it, that I think if Tua is there with those weapons, he has those numbers. But I do think that because of how Herbert views the field and how many more chances he takes down the field, because he has a stronger arm, and a lot of guys with stronger arms try to use it, that he would have had more success here.
What do we got for some headlines, Robbie?
Well, I guess we have to look ahead now. Thankfully, the Miami Heat, they're back in action tonight. 7:30 tip-off at home against the Oklahoma City Thunder, which means 6:15. Zaslow, he's back. Yeah, he and Tommy Ty get the pregame for you right here in the ticket.
Vice versa court tonight, Leroy. New unis.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any of those unis playing defense?
Wow. I didn't think you would say that.
I didn't. I don't worry about the defense right now. I want him to stop, throwing the ball all around. He were like he were building a brick house on Friday.
They are a turnover machine.
Oh, terrible.
Yep.
Terrible. And hopefully Jimmy looks like himself tonight, because they have not had Jimmy Butler really to start the season. It's been
no. He's been nursing injury. He's probably a little. I mean, look. Your body gets accustomed when you've played 7, 8, 9 years in a profession. Mm-hmm. Your body gets accustomed to going through a routine and when you would start to get back to that level again. and this is started probably a month and a half earlier than when you would normally go through it. So,
tell you who looks good though, man. I tell you who looks good. Looks like he had no effects of it. Goron.
Yeah, he's just crafty. Doesn't he? Just like, and you know who's like, and Tyler shows me a little of that, but he turns the ball over too much.
Yeah, but he's gotten better. Like like the last couple of games, he's honed it in a little bit. Like people are being rough on Tyler, and it's like, dude, he's 20.
But again, like, why do we extend that to some and not to others? I want to extend that same. He's 20.
Yeah.
He's young. To Tua.
Yeah, Tua didn't score 37 in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh my goodness.
In a must-win game.
Somebody said, Leroy, Tua doesn't have those numbers with the Chargers. Not even close. Watch the tape. No, you're wrong, dude. Like you're playing here offensively. You are playing on a team with the Dolphins that have zero run game, right? Their only option to move the ball down the field is to throw the football and be creative offensively with no creativity to go to because you have no weapons. Everybody's in and out of the lineup. When you look at the Chargers, not only do they have a run game, not only do they have wide receivers and who's opposite Keenan Allen? Williams? Mike Williams, okay? Not only do you have competent weapons outside that are dependable and are going to show up every week, but you have an offensive scheme that's designed for those guys to succeed. For Keenan Allen, did he have 100 catches this year? For a guy to flourish like that. Devontae Parker had, 70 catches?
And he got his bonus.
Yeah, he got his bonus.
70 catches. Dude, your leading receiver had 70 catches. Your other two guys that are studs receiving the ball are tight ends.
And the other thing with Devontae, by the way, he was 63 catches.
63 catches. That's it.
793 yards.
Now,
he did miss a couple games.
Now, he missed a couple games every year.
Yeah,
that's my point.
That's kind of been the problem though, is he misses a lot of games. And for the most part, look, Devontae Parker had an amazing year last year. He was a top 5. He was top 5 in receiving the year beforehand, but he's mostly been fine his career. Like it's mostly for the most part he's been looked upon as a bust.
Here's what he is. You know what he is on this team? You know what he would be? He would be Mike Williams on the Chargers.
If you get a real star receiver.
Right. Now go look at Keenan Allen's numbers.
Get him.
Yeah, he's usually a reg in 100 receptions.
Right.
that's his territory, Robbie.
Right.
By the way, and here we go.
Keenan Allen in the last 4 years is like one of the top receivers.
Keenan Allen this year had 100. They spread the wealth in their team, but he was 100 receptions this year, 992 yards, 8 touchdowns.
Could get 8 yards.
Right. 100 catches. Dude, you have to add 2 receivers together. Hold on. Put Gesicki and Devontae Parker, your 2 best receivers together. Do you get 100 catches?
All right, he's asking for stats all around, bro. Like, Jesus, what do
Just
I look
saying.
Like? You would have 53 catches for Gesicki this year. So
so they barely caught more. They got 15, 20 more passes than Keenan Allen. Okay, man.
Keenan played 14 games this year.
Oh, he only played 14. So he had 100 catches and only played 14 games. Devontae played what, 13?
Yeah.
Okay, he needs to play another game and have 37 catches. Come on. You're telling me that Tua wouldn't look different if he had those weapons.
And I think we do this thing where we overrate our time. I don't think Devontae Parker's a star wide receiver, and I don't think that Mike Gesicki is a star tight end. I think they're good.
No.
No.
I
think they're good. I don't think they're stars.
No. Gesicki? Absolutely.
Nope.
Dude, he's gonna catch you. It'll get to a point where he's gonna have 65, 70 catches every year. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Now keep in mind, in most of the tight end situations where that guy's a stud, so if you go to Kelsey, if you go to Waller, if you go to, who's the other guy I'm thinking about? Those guys, Kittle, they're their team's only weapon, right? They actually call plays for Kelsey. Kelsey is a middle of the field guy.
All right, man, but with you're telling me in a team like this with this team, if you're Mike Gesicki and you're throwing up, 53 catches, 703 yards, where there's no other weapons, like that should be a little bit bigger.
No, not when your quarterback's completing 8 passes in a game.
All right,
Get the hell out of here.
All right.
If he was playing on Kansas City, he'd have 100 catches, damn near. I'm telling you that Gesicki is better at his position catching the football than Devontae Parker is at his.
I agree with that. But I still don't know if he's special.
All right.
He might be better. I don't disagree that he might be the best receiver on the team, but I still don't know if he's special. Might be good. He might be good. I don't know if he's Kelsey special.
Oh, okay.